Hello, it's Leslie Fightmaster, and welcome to day 76. Today's class will do a gentle yoga practice followed by a meditation. So sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, take your palms together, take a moment to set an intention for your practice. And then keeping that intention in mind, come onto your back. Draw your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg out, and start to circle the right ankle in one direction and the other direction. If you have a strap handy, grab your strap, or if you don't, grab a towel, or if you want to hold onto your leg, you can hold onto your leg, but extend the right leg up, but keep dropping the right hip toward the front of your mat. So the hip points stay level, and you're just extending the right leg up toward the ceiling so that your hamstrings can stretch out the backs of the thighs and your calves. And then put your left hand on the left thigh, open the right leg to the right, turn to look over your left shoulder, and keep that left hip pressing down onto the floor as you take your right leg over. Inhale your leg back to center, switch hands with the strap, and exhale, take the leg to the left and turn and look over the right shoulder. Sorry if you can hear the fire engine in the background. Come back to center. As you exhale, lift your head and shoulders, bringing your knee toward your nose, and then release it. Extend your right leg next to the left, and then draw your left knee into your chest and circle your left ankle in one direction, and reverse. And then extending the left leg up with a strap on the ball of your foot or a towel, or just hold on to your leg. Keep the right leg active with your toes pointing up to the ceiling, and try and drop the left hip forward again so your hips are level. And draw that left shoulder right back into its socket. And breathe steadily. In and out through the nose. Steady breathing. And then exhale, take the leg off to the left side and turn and look over your right shoulder. But keep the right hip pressing down onto the floor. It likes to pop up when you take the leg open, but we want to try and keep it down. And we get a good stretch in the inner left thigh and the outer left hip. And inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Take it over to the right side. Turn and look over the left shoulder. Of course, unless it bothers your neck, then you look straight up. And try and turn your belly up to face the ceiling. So the twisting is coming above your waist. Inhale, center. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders knee to nose and nose to knee. And release. Extend both legs out. And put your strap off to the side or your towel. Hug your knees into your chest and gently rock your side to side. Let's give your low back a nice little massage, and then rolling little circles one direction and the other. So just start making some circles on your back. You can go both directions, a couple circles in one direction, a couple circles in the other. And now roll off to the right side, and with your left hand, press yourself up slowly. And sit up nice and tall. Inhale, bring your chest forward, widen your collarbones, look up a little bit. Exhale, round your back, draw your belly and your ribs in. And again, inhale, chest comes forward, draw the shoulder blades toward the waist, and exhale, round your back and drop your chin. Inhale, widen across your collarbones, open the chest. Exhale, round your back, lift your belly. Inhale, the heart comes forward, the upper back presses in. Exhale, the upper back rounds, and the belly lifts. Inhale again forward. Exhale back. And now circles. So make some circles with your torso. As you come forward, you're making that opening in the chest. As you go back, you're making that rounding in the chest. You can make these circles as big or as small as you like. If you want to stop any place and stretch, that's fine. Switch directions. Keep the breath nice and steady. And then back to center. Grab your strap or your towel and sit up tall. Take the strap nice and wide. Switch the cross of the legs. Inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, take them all the way back, and then release the strap or towel and bring it in front of you again. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, take them back. So you really get a big stretch in the chest and the upper fronts of the shoulders. And again, inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, take them back. Release the strap and bring it around the front. Again, inhale up. Exhale all the way back. So maybe you'll walk your hands in a little bit closer. And release it. Bring your right ear to the right shoulder. And then chin toward chest. And then left ear to left shoulder. Keep the right shoulder down. Look up, lean back a little bit, and go back to the right. Now we'll make circles all the way around, starting at the right side, chin to chest, go to the left, and then look up. Switch directions. Left ear to left shoulder, hold. Chin to chest, and hold. Right ear to right shoulder, and looking up. And then circles. Starting on the left side, circle around. Try and keep the shoulders away from the ears. Sometimes they have a tendency to creep up. Come back to center, and we'll make our way onto the hands and knees. Walk your hands forward about a handprint and tuck your toes under for down dog. And then just bicycle the legs, bend one knee and the other. Stretching out the legs a little bit more. Right leg up on the inhale. As you exhale, step it through and take your left knee to the floor, right knee over the ankle. Bring your hands above your right knee, clasping the fingers. And give a little resistance, pressing away so that your torso is upright. Lift your hip points up and drop your tailbone down. Bring the hands on the inside of the right foot. Lengthen as you inhale. Either stay there or you can come to your forearms, or if you have a yoga block or something to prop your forearms up onto, you can take forearms on that. The back knee is down for this one. Your right knee might go out to the right. Let your toes do it too. Come on back up, come to plank pose, and lower to your belly on the exhale. Interlace your fingers behind you. Inhale, Shalabhasana. So widening the collarbones, inner thighs spin up toward the ceiling. Knuckles are reaching toward the heels. And then hands by ribs. Press up and back into down dog. Left leg floats up on your inhale. Exhale, step it up, right knee down. Coming up again, interlace the fingers. Drop the tailbone and lift your hip points up. So use a little bit of arm strength to keep your torso upright, but you can also use your back muscles and your belly muscles. Hands inside the left foot, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, either stay or come to the forearms or forearms on top of a block. If your left knee goes to the left, let your toes follow. Come on up. Back to plank. Chaturanga. All the way to the floor. Interlace other pinky on top. Inhale again to Shalabhasana, locust pose. And widening the collarbones. Keep the back of your neck long, so don't compress it by looking up. Look a little bit forward. Release hands by ribs. Inhaling to up dog or cobra. Exhaling back into downward dog. Breathing here, and then looking forward and making your way to seated. So extend the legs in front of you Bend your right knee in, reach your arms up on the inhale, exhale, turn toward the left leg and fold. Keep your spine nice and long. You can also use your strap or your towel here to help lengthen your spine. So instead of letting our back round, we'll lead with the chest. Head up on the inhale and release. Extend the right leg and bend the left. Inhale tall, exhale, extend forward. Use your strap or your towel if you like to help keep your spine nice and long. Keep the right toes pointed up to the ceiling, flexing the right ankle. Inhale the head up and exhale to release. So either you'll lie right down here in Shavasana, nice comfortable position, take some time to get yourself comfortable, or you can come up to a seated position as we get ready for our meditation. So we'll just begin this meditation with our breath. And as you come into your breath, be sure that you're comfortable, either sitting up comfortably or lying down. Now focus on your breathing as you breathe slowly from your abdomen. If you can't feel it in your belly, then notice if you can feel it in your chest. And as you focus on your breath, allow your belly to relax. Just let it be soft, no holding. And then let the sensations of the inhaling and the exhaling be the object of your focus today. As you continue to focus on your breath, let yourself have a beginner's mind. Just accepting what is, not judging it, being patient in your practice, trusting the process, and just letting go of any expectations about how you think your practice of meditation should be today. Your eyes may be closed, but if you feel like you might be falling asleep, then you can keep your eyes slightly open and maybe find a place to focus on, the spot in the room that you're sitting or lying in. And just take your attention to the place in your body where you can feel your breath come and go. It might be your abdomen, your belly, it might be your chest. Just be with the place in your body that you're most comfortable paying attention to your breath. And if you're not sure, just try and focus your attention on the belly and the breath in and out, keeping the belly soft. Now just allow your breath to come and go without trying to control it. When your mind starts to wander away from the focus of your breath, and it will, just let it do that. Let it just wander away and don't judge it. And then just gently bring your attention back to your breath. And do this as many times as you need to during your meditation. It's when we recognize that the mind wanders and then we bring the attention back to the breath. That's what normally happens in a meditation practice, and you can expect it to happen many times. If you happen to have a thought that's uncomfortable, just remind yourself that it's just a thought. Remind yourself, I am not my thoughts. We're not responsible for the first thought that pops into our minds, but we are responsible if we sit and entertain it. So just bring your focus again back to your breath, and that thought will pass. And with practice, it'll be easier to let go of those distracting thoughts. You may find yourself distracted or bored, maybe restless, maybe sleepy. Perhaps you're feeling a little impatient, and these are all common reactions during a meditation practice. And when they come up, just notice them and try to let them be, and then return your attention again to your breath. And if you find yourself getting frequently distracted, you might want to try counting your breaths. You can count on each inhale and each exhale. And then when you feel like you've relaxed a little bit more, just stay again, focusing on your breath and maybe letting go of the count. So I'm going to keep my timer going for 5 minutes, using all of these little tools that we just went over. See if you can sit and meditate here quietly for 5 minutes. If the quietness is just too uncomfortable for you, then pause this and get a nice piece of music that is very calming and relaxing, and you can play that during the next 5 minutes. So I invite you to focus on your breath, quietly sitting or lying down for 5 minutes. I will watch the time so you don't have to worry about how long it is. And let's begin. And I hope that you are still here. And just allow yourself to stay seated or lying down for just a bit longer. Still focusing on the breath. And I'll add to our practice today. We've been studying the 8 limbs of yoga. And we've been studying the second limb, which are the niyamas. Which are the yamas. Niyamas are the first limb. And there are 5 of them. And the 5th one is called Ishvara Pranandara. Oh, I say that a little bit wrong. Ishvara Pranandara. And what that means is surrender to God. Now, I know that God can be a really uncomfortable word for people. And I know there are billions of people on our planet, and there are many, many different religions. Everybody has their opinion on their religion, and everybody knows that their opinion is correct. However, I would say to try and set that aside and just think of God. Maybe use a different word. I know in the 12-step programs, we talk about the higher power. And that's a nice word. I also like the idea of love. I like surrendering to love. So find something that works for you. But the idea with this surrender is that we pay homage to the universal, and we acknowledge that there is something greater among us, and that somehow we are all connected, and somehow we can be connected, and that we are more alike than we are different. And when we surrender to this idea, we realize that I am you and you are me. And when we're in that place of knowing that we are connected, then the love and the acceptance and the compassion comes much easier. So start to make some longer breaths. Start to make some movements in your body. If you're lying down, reach through your fingers and toes and your hands and your feet and your arms and your legs. And if you're lying down, make your way to seated. And then we'll all meet in our seated position. Bringing the hands together in front of the heart. Hands to our forehead to remind us to have clear and loving thoughts. Our hands to the heart center, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. Our hands to the mouth to remind us to have clear and loving communications. Send out this wonderful energy we created to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed our meditation practice. If you did, please push the like button and share the class with your friends or anybody you know. And subscribe if you haven't. I love to hear your comments. Let me know how the meditation practices are going. If you can afford a donation of any amount to help keep our mission going of bringing yoga to as many people as we can possibly reach, there's a link below. Or go to fightmasteryoga.com on the homepage. Right-hand side, there's a link for Amazon. It just looks like a little picture of the Amazon logo. And if you click there, it'll take you to the Amazon store. If you purchase anything, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it helps to support our Fightmaster Yoga. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and I hope you have a very wonderful day. Thank you again for joining us today. Bye.